Let us look at proposition number 9 of book 8 of Euclid's Elements. The proposition says, if two numbers are relatively prime and numbers fall between them in continued proportion, then however many numbers fall between them in continued proportion, so many also fall between each of them and a unit in continued proportion. So if we have two numbers relatively prime and let's say there are two numbers in between them in continued proportion, what the proposition is saying, that many number of numbers will fall between E and A and E and B in continued proportion. So let's see how he goes about building this and proving it. So let us say C is one of the numbers falling in between and D is another number falling between A and B. And AC, DB are in continued proportion. What we have is A and B relatively prime. C and D falls between A and B in continued proportion. E be the unit. Now the first thing that we do is take F and G, two numbers such that they are the least numbers in the ratio AC. So let me bring in F, G. So these are the least numbers in this ratio. The next step is take three numbers, HKL, such that they are the least numbers in the ratio ACD. Okay, so let's bring in HKL. We take four numbers. Now, till when do we keep doing this? Till we get four numbers, because we have ACTP four numbers. So till we get four numbers, we keep generating. So take MNOP four numbers such that they are the least numbers in the ratio ACD. So let's bring in MNOP. Okay, so we have that. While we were building these numbers, what we were doing was we were taking H as F times F and M as F times H. So H was F square and M was F cube. Why cube? Because remember F is F, H is F square. So F square times F is F cube. Similarly, we did this. L is G times G and P is G times L, which means MNOP is equal to ACDE. Because remember, while we are building this, we were maintaining the ratio. So which means M is equal to A and P is equal to B. H is equal to F times F, which means F measures H based on the units in F. E measures F based on the units in F. Means E measures F same number of times as F measures H. So which means we can write it as E is to F as F is to H. That was one part. Now M is equal to F times H. M is equal to F times H, which means H measures M based on the units in F. E measures F based on the units in it. That is units in F. Which means E measures F same number of times as H measures M. So which means we can write this as a proportion. E is to F is equal to H is to M. So now we have E is to F equal to H is to M. E is to F is equal to F is to H. So we can combine them and write it as E is to F is equal to F is to H, which is equal to H is to M. But remember, M is equal to A. So which means this can be written as E is to F equal to F is to H is equal to H is to A. Similarly, by going through this entire process, we can say E is to G. E is to G equal to G is to L equal to L is to P. So here we proved E is to F is equal to F is to H is equal to H is to M. and then we substituted M for A. Here E is to G is equal to G is to L is equal to L is to P. So we know P is equal to B. So we can write it as E is to G equal to G is to L equal to L is to B. So basically what we are saying is that MNOP is nothing but duplicates of ACD. Okay. So as many numbers in continued proportion fall between A and B as between the unit and A, that is M, since M and A are equal. So here we have two numbers, here also we have two numbers. And similarly, as many numbers in continued proportion fall between A and B as between unit and P or B, since they are equal. So in other words, F and H falls between unit and A in continued proportion, and G and L falls between unit and B in continued proportion. That is proposition number 9 of book 8 of Euclid's Elements. So in previous propositions, we saw how to build this. We saw given two numbers, how we can find numbers in between in continued proportion. Now we are seeing that given two numbers, finding the numbers in between two numbers in continued proportion, and showing that the same number of numbers will be there between unit and the given numbers. Again, let me remind you, there is a link to a PDF book which describes all these propositions in detail. Please feel free to download it, refer to it. And if you think somebody else can benefit from it, please do share. That's it for now.